All right, if you're getting ready to sell your home, I know there's one part of the process that can make you kind of nervous, the home inspection. It feels like this huge, high-stakes test that you can't really study for, where just one little surprise could totally wreck your budget. But what if I told you that you could actually turn that anxiety into a major advantage? Let's get into it.
And this right here, this is the core idea we're going to dig into today. And honestly, it's a total game changer. Just shifting your mindset from seeing it as a threat to seeing it as an opportunity, that's probably the most powerful thing you can do to protect your sale. And let's be honest, your sanity.
It's a really fair question, right? And the answer is pretty simple. All that stress comes from that feeling of losing control. But the truth is, you actually have way more control than you think. Let's talk about where that stress is really coming from and how you can take the power back.
Okay, first up, the deal breaker dilemma. This is that classic tug-of-war every seller feels, that deep-down fear that some stranger with a clipboard could just undo months of your hard work and throw a wrench in your financial plans. And this is the real heart of the stress, isn't it? It's just the fear of the unknown. You know, an inspector shows up, starts walking around your home, and suddenly you feel like you've lost all say in the matter. Every tiny dripping faucet or loose shingle suddenly feels like a direct attack on your bottom line.
So how do we take that fear apart? Well, we completely flip the script. We're going to stop seeing the inspection as a test to be passed and start using it as our best tool for building a buyer's confidence.
Let's just reframe this for a second. An inspection is not a test for you, the seller. It's a tool for the buyer. Its whole job is to give them a clear, honest picture of the property so they can feel really good about their decision. And you know what? When a buyer feels confident, amazing things start to happen.
Think about the message your home is sending. A few little, unaddressed issues can plant this seed of doubt in a buyer's mind. It makes them wonder, what else might be wrong here? But a prepared home, it does the exact opposite. It basically screams, this place is solid, well-maintained, and cared for, which instantly puts you ahead of the competition.
And here's the bottom line, because it always comes down to this, that trust translates directly into cash. A confident buyer is a committed buyer. They're way less likely to try nickel and dime you over timely repairs, and they're more likely to move forward quickly. That means a smoother closing and, yep, more money in your pocket.
Okay, so you're ready to start building that trust, but where do you even begin? Don't worry, here are the simple, super practical steps you can take right now.
And you know, the best news of all is that this doesn't mean you need to go out and do some massive, expensive renovation. Seriously, we are not talking about gutting your kitchen here. The vast majority of things that pop up on an inspection report are actually pretty minor. But fixing them ahead of time, it makes a world of difference. Here are 6 perfect examples of what I'm talking about. A dripping faucet, a wobbly handrail, a slow drain. Trust me, these are things an inspector and a buyer will notice right away. Fixing a few loose shingles or touching up some paint just shows that you care. And replacing old smoke detectors, that's not just a smart safety move, it's one less thing they can even put on their list.
All right, let's tie this all together. Because this isn't just about avoiding a few headaches, it's really about maximizing your return on investment. Let me show you a real-world example of exactly how this works.
So check this out. This was the exact fear a seller I know in Taunton had. It's a question so many sellers ask, right? That genuine worry that one single report could just blow up their entire plan. So what did they do? Well, instead of just waiting around and worrying, they got proactive. And hey, take a look at this list. It looks pretty familiar, doesn't it? It's almost the exact hit list we just talked about. A few simple, low-cost fixes that probably took them a single weekend to knock out. And here's the result, the big payoff. 0. The inspector came, saw a home that was clearly well-maintained, and the report came back clean. The buyers were confident, the seller was relieved, and the deal just sailed through without a single request for repairs or credits. Now that is powerful.
You see, this is why being prepared works so well. By tackling these little fixes before the inspection, you're the one in the driver's seat. You're not just reacting to a buyer's list of demands, you're presenting a move-in ready home on your terms. You get to control the story of your home.
At the end of the day, buyers are just looking for a home that feels, well, easy. Easy to buy, easy to move into, easy to imagine their life in. When you remove all those little hurdles and present a property that's obviously been cared for, you make their decision easy. And that almost always means a faster sale and a better price.
So if you take one thing away from all of this, let it be this. A smooth, profitable sale doesn't just happen by chance. It's not about luck. It's about preparation. You make your own luck long before that inspector ever shows up at your door.
And that brings us to the final question, and this one's for you. It doesn't have to be some huge project. Just think, what is one small thing from that hit list that you can tackle this week to start building that crucial buyer confidence and set yourself up for a much smoother and more profitable sale?